In this video here, we're going to go over the top questions people ask about debt that dead people owe. And the bottom line is this: just because someone dies doesn't mean that their debt dies. If they've got judgments against them, of course, those things are collectible. But there's all kinds of other situations in which the obligations of the dead person still are due and owing. Their personal courses of contract when you are working together, commissions, something like that. Maybe there's a sale on a business. And the questions that people ask are, do I sue the person? Do I sue the family? What if there's no probate? Well, these are all the practical nuts and bolts thing that we'll go through. The bottom line is, yeah, you can absolutely collect the debt after somebody dies. You don't sue the heirs. You open it up in the estate in a pretty technical process where you file the claim, attach the supporting documents, and then get it in front of the judge. And if there are sufficient assets, that claim will be paid. Well, another question is, the person died, months ago or whatever, and the wife's just avoiding it, or the kids are avoiding it, and I know they got money or they got a vacation house or whatever. Well, again, very technical process, but there is a way that you can open up an estate even as a creditor that provides some really important rights, gets you to the head of the line, and forces that estate to deal with you. Second thing is how long you have to file a claim. Critical thing to keep in mind that you should be thinking about 3 months from the time the person died. Maybe the estate isn't open, but there's an absolute bar at the end of 2 years. There's some technicalities in there that have to deal with known creditors and lots of mistakes or problems that can occur if like an attorney or the personal representative doesn't advise known creditors. But the bottom line is this: you can't just kind of wave your hand up there casually and say, hey, will you please pay me? Because in fact, you could absolutely be avoided. And, without filing a formal claim, even if the wife is telling you, yeah, we're going to pay you, in fact, would not be proper for her to pay a claim when the claim isn't properly filed. The one thing is when you have an estate and there's not sufficient assets to pay the claims, that, of course, is a problem. But the bottom line is this: for both the creditor side of things and the debtor side of things, there is personal liability for a personal representative who play games with these claim process and tries to avoid claims that are known out there. Ignoring those claims, distributing in property when there are known claims can subject the personal representative to liability. But the bottom line is this: this is all super technical stuff. And in order to properly perfect the claim, you need an experienced attorney as you'll be able to file these things immediately with the supporting documentation, follow the guidelines and procedures that are very strict and unforgiving.